We're under 3 weeks away from Christmas, but still plenty of time to get your wish list in. And that is what Jason Kenney will be doing next week when, along with ministers, he visits Ottawa to sit down with the Prime Minister to make his pitch for what he calls a fair deal for Alberta.
I will be traveling this weekend to Ottawa with 8 ministers.
The Premier and his entourage heading to the nation's capital. Kenney is slated to meet with Justin Trudeau Tuesday to chat everything from pipelines to equalization. This is his cabinet ministers will sit down with their federal counterparts. Kenney, fresh off a meeting here in Alberta with Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland, sees signs that Ottawa is listening.
We've just been told that they are prepared to talk about reform of the fiscal stabilization program with finance ministers on December 14th, and I hope that's a good faith opening to fix this problem.
Taking a third of his cabinet, I think, is a publicity stunt.
The opposition NDP support the Premier heading to Parliament Hill, but question such a large delegation at a time of provincial fiscal restraint.
What I would like to see is the price tag that's going to be coming with those 8 ministers, plus their deputies, plus their political staff.
But their focus Friday was instead on jobs, specifically the 18,000 shed by Alberta in November.
This is the single largest loss in jobs since 2008. The Premier should admit that their plan is not working. I mean, we're seeing it in the numbers.
The Premier pointing to national job numbers as a sign that the downward trend isn't isolated to Alberta.
Fundamentally, the problem here in Alberta continues to be market access. And I believe we're going to reach a turning point in 2020 in this regard.
Still, Kenney insists making those gains is tied in part to a better partnership with Ottawa. He left without much movement during his last visit there in May, but seems more optimistic that this trek east will bear fruit.
Have heard us. I think they've heard the Council of the Federation on this. I think they realize that we have been shortchanged.
In Edmonton, Courtney Theriault, City News.